A Very Merry Christmas was Bobby Vinton's ninth studio album and first Christmas album, released in October 1964. Vinton had released a 4-track Christmas EP which entered the charts the previous year, containing none of the tracks included on A Very Merry Christmas. The Temptations' Christmas Card is a 1970 Christmas album by The Temptations for the Gordy label. The group's first holiday release, it features each Temptation leading on various popular Christmas standards and original Christmas songs. The Sinatra Family Wish You a Merry Christmas is a 1968 Christmas album by Frank Sinatra and featuring his children, Frank Sinatra, Jr., Nancy Sinatra and Tina Sinatra. The album was released on vinyl LP and 8-track, and was out of print for decades before being re-released on CD in 1999. Christmas with Buck Owens and His Buckaroos is a Christmas album by Buck Owens and His Buckaroos, released in 1965. It was reissued on CD by Sundazed Records in 1999, and again via digital download in 2011. Christmas with the Everly Brothers is an album by the Everly Brothers, originally released in 1962. This Christmas album includes the 33-member Boys Town Choir and the Boys Town Organ in Omaha, Nebraska. To Wish You a Merry Christmas is an album by Harry Belafonte recorded May 27, 31st, June 1st, 3rd and 8th of 1958 in Hollywood. Conducted by Bob Corman, Millard Thomas and Laurindo Almeida, guitarists. Produced and directed by Ed Welker. That Christmas Feeling is the 11th album by American singer-guitarist Glen Campbell, released in 1968 by Capitol Records. Merry Christmas is a Christmas album by American pop singer Andy Williams that was released by Columbia Records in 1965. This, his second holiday LP, is focused exclusively on 20th century compositions, unlike 1963's The Andy Williams Christmas album, which, of its 12 tracks, had 6 with origins predating the turn of the century. Ella Fitzgerald's Christmas is a 1967 studio album by Ella Fitzgerald. This was her second and last Christmas album. Unlike her previous Christmas album, this album consisted of only religious Christmas songs. The Doris Day Christmas album is an album of Christmas songs performed by Doris Day, released by Columbia Records on September 14, 1964 as a monophonic LP album and a stereophonic LP album. Christmas Album is a late 1968 album by Herb Alpert the Tijuana Brass. It was the group's 11th release. The LP edition of the album was issued twice. The original edition had the cover photography filling the front and back sides of the album jacket. Ella Wishes You a Swinging Christmas is a 1960 album by the American jazz singer Ella Fitzgerald, recorded in the summer of 1960, with a studio orchestra arranged and conducted by Frank Duvall. It is Fitzgerald's only Verve-complete album of Christmas tunes. The Beach Boys Christmas album is the 7th studio album by the Beach Boys, released in November 1964. Containing 5 original songs and 7 standards, the album proved to be a long-running success during subsequent Christmas seasons, initially reaching number 6 in the U.S. Billboard 200 chart in its year of release and eventually going gold. Merry Christmas is the 7th studio album recorded by Motown girl group The Supremes, and released on Motown Records in November 1965. The LP, produced by Harvey Fuqua, includes recordings of familiar Christmas songs such as White Christmas, Santa Claus is Coming to Town, My Favorite Things, and Joy to the World. A Jolly Christmas from Frank Sinatra is a Christmas album by American singer Frank Sinatra, originally released by Capitol Records in 1957. This was Sinatra's first full-length Christmas album. It features the Ralph Brewster Singers along with an orchestra conducted by Gordon Jenkins. A Christmas Gift for You from Phil Spector is an album of Christmas songs, produced by Phil Spector, and originally released as Phil's 45 in 1963. Spector treated a series of mostly secular Christmas standards to his trademark wall of sound treatment, and the selections feature the vocal performances of Spector's regular artists during this period. The Perry Como Christmas album was Perry Como's 15th RCA Victor 12 long-play album, the 13th recorded in full living stereophonic sound and the 4th featuring Dynagroove technology. Como is accompanied on the album by the Ray Charles Singers and an orchestra arranged and conducted by Nick Perito. We Wish You a Merry Christmas is a 1962 album by Ray Conniff. The Andy Williams Christmas album is the first Christmas holiday album released by singer Andy Williams. A #1 smash on the Billboard charts, it was issued by Columbia Records in 1963, and it would prove to be the first of 8 Christmas albums released by Williams. A Charlie Brown Christmas is a 1965 studio album by American composer, conductor Vince Guaraldi. The album was released in December 1965 in the United States by Fantasy Records. It is the soundtrack to the CBS Christmas television special of the same name.